What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be ranking the Donkey Kong 64 levels. I haven't made a Donkey Kong video that isn't speculating about a game in quite a bit, so I decided to actually make a Donkey Kong video for once, and actually make a video on Donkey Kong 64 again. Holy shit, I gotta be careful talking about this game, because it seems like people either love this game or hate it, or somewhat indifferent with it, which is probably a better choice, I guess. I personally like the game, but I can totally understand the criticisms here. And the worlds themselves, I generally like some of them. Keywords, some of them. And, yeah, they're not handled well. How am I supposed to rank how am I gonna rank all these? Am I gonna rank them, collecting all the coins in general, all that stuff? Well, I'm gonna rank them in general, of course, but yeah, let's just go ahead and not waste any more time and get started with the ranking. So yeah. Alright, here we go. Hope people are cool with Donkey Kong 64 have at least played it. This is probably not going to get much attention, but I could care less. I want to talk about Donkey Kong again, so yeah. Anyway, here we go. First off, we'll talk about the hub world. As for Donkey Kong 64's hub world, which is DK Isle, I really love the hub world. It's so fun to explore there. I always have a lot of fun just running around, going to different areas and stuff, even going to K-Rool's ship. So, yeah, gotta put this in S tier just for that alone. So, yeah, off to a great start. Alright, so now we got, of course, the rest of the worlds. I'm gonna say this right now, the rest of the worlds, the worst one at the very least is just okay, but again, people only act like, I hear people say like 3 of them or 2 are actually good. We'll see about that. But I have some interesting again, it's probably me being on the internet too much, so maybe that's just me. Either way, let's get started. First off, we have is Jungle Japes, the first world of Donkey Kong 64. I mean, what more need to say? It's the beginner, it's basically the first world of the game. You're kind of just getting the grip of the game. It's kind of more the tutorials, I guess. Not really much tutorials, but you're still trying to get the gist of the game and stuff, so. But yeah, it's the Jungle Japes. You save Diddy Kong, you have the place where you get, Golden Bananas with Chunky Kong and Tiny Kong once you unlock them. And there's a swimming section, climb up the vine, and the remix DK theme is very good. So, yeah, A tier. Not an S tier, since it is just the first world. Other worlds get a little more interesting, so, yeah. Alright, next up we have is Angry Aztecs. I'm usually not big on deserts in video games, but I gotta say, Angry Aztecs, I gotta say, I really kind of enjoy it? I don't know, it's weird. It is a big world, so you're definitely gonna be exploring, and also you gotta do that. But, regardless, I really like this place. It's a desert area, you also save Lanky Kong and Tiny Kong, you also have a pyramid to go through. And also the music is just really, really good. I use this a lot in my videos. I was like, holy shit, this music is really good. So, honestly, I really like this place, but I can totally understand why it's not for everyone. So, I think I gotta put this... should I put this in A or B? That's the thing. I think a solid, I don't know, A tier. Minus Diddy Kong's jetpack situation, but we're not here for that. Next up we have is Frantic Factory. Oh man, this place. Yeah, this is... A lot of people really rank this up really high. Going into the enemy's base and 3D platformers, you're always gonna have a fun time. It can be a bit tricky to navigate, and there's also sections where you need to play instruments with the Kongs to do little objectives and little games, which is honestly really cool. Again, if you're fine with the backtracking and all that, it can be a fun game, alright? But, again, this isn't a Donkey Kong 64 rant video, I did that last year. But yeah, Frantic Factory, you have Kremlins everywhere, the music is pretty catchy, and you also save Chunky Kong there, and honestly, I just really like this place. I gotta put this in S tier, honestly, because it's really that good. There's also the minecart sections, but we're not gonna talk about that. Alright. Next up we have, oh boy, Gloomy Gallon. Yeah, this place. This is an area that... this is themed as one of the worst area in Donkey Kong 64, and yeah, I can see why. To be honest, water levels in Donkey Kong don't bother me, but it's literally the whole point of the world. There also is land to explore, but that's about it, honestly. Most of the whole world is just swimming underwater and finding secrets. There is a lighthouse you can also get to as with Donkey Kong and Diddy technically. But other than that, yeah, this is easily one of the weaker worlds for sure. So C tier. All right. Next up we have is Fungi Forest. This is basically, I actually really generally like this place. It is a big world and the backtracking is a bit much in this place compared to other worlds, but if you get past that, it's generally a fun place. There's mushrooms everywhere. The music is I love the music, honestly. Nice peaceful vibe. Anyone who shits on the Donkey Kong 64 music gets their card invalid. I don't care what y'all say. But yeah, I love this place. Mushrooms to explore, and then just overall, it's just a nice place. There's also the day and night cycle, which causes different parts of the world to change, which adds a lot to this one. It is very big and stuff, and yeah, I wish you could warp. There are warps everywhere, so you can find them easily. But yeah, I love Fungi Forest. Generally one of the fun places. There's also the tree you climb, which can be a hit or miss sometimes. It really depends how you go about it. I did replay this game not too long ago, but I could totally see why people were indifferent with that part. Alright, next up we have is Crystal Caves. This is a world I'm very conflicted on, because this is crystals! What can go wrong about this place? It's so dark, it's so easy to get lost, but maybe I'm just dumb. And yeah, that's one of the major, and and you also have a giant Viking Kremlin that will shake the whole place every time. You can't kill them and you don't have to worry about it later on, but you have to find them and stuff, so you don't have to deal with that the whole place. Yeah, I'm very conflicted. I got lost in this place so many times, so it felt like a chore to remember where to go. But once you get the hang of the place, it's not so bad, honestly. But I can totally see why. I wouldn't blame you if this was your least favorite world. It's very, very easy to get lost if you're playing this for the first time. But otherwise, it's a solid B tier just for the design alone, honestly. I just gives a nice, we barely see these types of areas in Donkey Kong, so I just like, I can't hate this one, to be honest. But I think the world is just, yeah, it's cool. Pun unintentional. There's literally no snow anywhere, but it seems like it. Kind of, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Anyway, moving on. Next up we have is Creepy Castle. This is the one everyone was waiting for. This handles the whole point of Donkey Kong 64 perfectly. You start off with Donkey Kong, and then you pretty much climb. You got warp pads everywhere, and it gives you warp pads to the specific Kongs you need to get the certain collectibles. So this is a world done right, in my opinion. So this is easily the best level in Donkey Kong 64, besides what we'll talk about. But yeah, really love Creepy Castle, the creepy atmosphere. There is a mini game I'm not going to talk about, though, unfortunately, but regardless, I really love Creepy Castle. Generally one of my favorite places, and I also just love the atmosphere. Like, it's just so damn good. S tier. Easily the best level in Donkey Kong 64. And last but not least, for real this time, Hideout Helm. This is technically the final world of the game, where you basically have to stop King K. Rool from firing the Blast-O-Matic. If the time runs out, it's game over. This is the real challenge you gotta do, and it has a lot of tension to it, and I really like this place. I'm not sure if I would compare it to like other worlds where you're collecting golden bananas, but if I had to, I guess a solid A tier is good enough for me, honestly, so I think that's good enough. Whew, alright! And that's the Donkey Kong 64 levels ranked. Never played it, who cares, it doesn't matter. I generally like this game, and the worlds are nice. I think the only one I'm pretty much neutral on is Gloomy Gallon and the Crystal Caves, maybe. But otherwise, I kind of like the Donkey Kong 64's worlds, if you can get past the backtracking. So, yeah, generally have fun. I'm so glad I made a Donkey Kong video that isn't speculating about a game for the billionth time. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you played Donkey Kong 64, what's your favorite world? Everyone's probably going to say Hideout Helm, but still. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time for more. Later, folks.